Namaste and welcome to Tune in Frequency. My name is Gina Juan, and today we'll do another Soundbowl and Tarot reading. We are starting, as per usual, with our Soundbowl. You can close your eyes before we start with it and just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right. Okay, so the first one started off. So it felt like it was it wasn't the sound wasn't placed like in the middle coming through the center, but a little on the side, a little off center, not literally. And that off center was kind of getting bumped from different directions. But the second that I slowed it down, it felt like it moved closer and closer to center. So for you, it's definitely the message of slowing down this week. Yeah, don't go too fast, especially if you're feeling off. Remember when we were talking about making space for yourself? I would definitely say that this slowing down is the way to make space for you this week. And also try to get rid of any kinds of boundaries and the physical space. So either go to a mountaintop or go to a rooftop and try to get this vision of infinity. Even if you go to a beach and just look to the ocean and look at the horizon, I want you to connect with that never ending space. Okay, so the last one sounded really exciting. Um, It was a little bit like catching a ball, and it was coming in like in a like circular motion. So you were catching it, but it still like had some, it came in with some power, with some um energy, and you were catching it, and at the same time it started um extending its movement of rotation towards you. So I don't know if you ever seen like the Olympics when they actually like throw something, um and they kind of turn themselves, and because of the weight and the physics behind it, that um usually ball gets thrown really far. And it's kind of that in reverse, because that ball is actually coming towards you, and you start rotating it, being led by it. You can feel kind of the weight of it, but it's like a good weight that kind of gets you moving. I hope that was understandable. If not, please feel free to send me a message and I will clarify um, also what it has to do with you. We are in the self love phase. Um, we're getting some cards that we have had. Comfort, we did have this one. And productivity, I think we didn't have this one in a while, but I'm very happy that it's here. So we got the 10, the 12, and the 68. Let's get one more card in here. Whoop, I don't like this. Let's get one clear message. Oh, there you are. I said something about like similar energy than last time. I believe we did have the nurture card, or we did have it like recently for sure. So self-love, comfort, productivity, and nurture. I mean, the way that you are able to be productive is when you take care of yourself. And I can only say it from my own experience that when you follow your intuition, what you feel that feels good to you, your productivity will just flow out of you. So for example, for myself, today was a day where the sun was shining, and it really drew me outside, and I went outside and I just wanted to take a walk. I sat a little bit in the sun, and then I found myself like walking down to the river, and then I was standing on this platform on the river, and I it was like I was called for a job or something. I just went there straight, took off my scarf, took off my jacket, started dancing with my headphones on. I didn't even took time or recorded anything because I was so in the zone. It was just like, okay, I'm here. I'm here to perform. I'm doing this thing, and then the whole universe kind of co-created that moment in that second. It was just amazing because the sun was there and was just shining in my face, and then the water was just like sparkling, and I saw some seagulls far off, and they were flying around, and they were the whole flock got like bigger and bigger, and then suddenly it was like this, like all these white seagulls were in the air, right? But then all of a sudden over my head was like one, two, three, and just like a huge swarm of like ravens who kind of started like this dance. It was really like yin and yang were just like coming alive. So when we bring this in, this like, because I just tell you, usually I get a lot of pictures even throughout the day when I do these readings. Um, with the black and white, with your light and your shadow, um, you need it. In terms of like not just creating the balance, but your light is what creates the shadow, but also the shadow is what creates the light. So one cannot be without the other. And if you kind of feed, when you nurture that shadow into the light, then the shadow turns into light. So whatever energy you have, bring in the self-love, bring yourself into a new level of comfort, and start producing whatever you feel like. And productivity doesn't necessarily have to be something that where you gain money from. Productivity can be rest. Rest can be very productive. Productivity can be just cleaning yourself out in terms of taking care of your hair, taking care of your skin, taking care of your home. Um, Productivity could also be connecting with others, connecting with those that you just feel comfortable also chatting with, that then will also nurture your soul, those conversations. And from there, by sharing, you will produce more life within yourself, and then also more life in terms of your creativity. So I feel like we went through this whole energy roller coaster, and it's coming to an end now. So I will come back to what we had in the beginning of this, catching this ball and going with the flow. And I have this urge to have something like physical here to show you. So catch the ball and go with the flow and enjoy your week. Stay tuned and see you soon.